Coming up at noon, who's taking home medals this week as we round out Olympic competitions? Will Oregon native Alessandro Barbieri take a place on the podium? Plus, a botanical garden is facing cuts. What could happen if new funding is not made available for the Leach Botanical Garden? And the first public hearing for how to fund renovations at Moda Center has come and gone. How state leaders are planning to do it. U.S. snowboarder Chloe Kim is on her way to potentially winning gold. The women's half-pipe competition is finishing up right now. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Tim Gordon. Kim is sitting in second with 88 points right now, and she has a chance to become the first American snowboarder to secure gold medals at 3 consecutive Winter Games. Her showing in Italy follows a shoulder dislocation just last month that had left her Olympic dreams in question. Her American teammates, B. Kim and Maddie Mastro, are sitting in 7th and 12th, respectively. A Ukrainian skeleton racer was disqualified from racing today because of his helmet. This is what it looks like, covered with Ukrainian athletes killed in the war with Russia. It was worn by Vladislav Hershkovich, and moments before the start of his competition, he was told he wouldn't be racing. The International Olympic Committee explaining it was an emotional situation on both sides.
He is an athlete, and for me, I was not speaking to him in that room as a president. I'm speaking to him as an athlete. We have these rules in place to try and be fair, and also to try and allow for us to do both things, right? To allow for athletes to express themselves, but also to allow for athletes to be safe. And I really truly believe that both he and his dad understand that. And I think this is a difficult situation that we are all in.
You can hear the emotion there. The IOC had offered Hershkovich the opportunity to display his helmet of remembrance before the start and again after the race, while also allowing him to wear a black armband while competing. And looking ahead to some of the big events happening tomorrow, you can catch 2 medals in the skeleton competition, the final race taking place this time tomorrow. And things are heating up on the ice at the men's free skate. 3 Americans, Andrew Torgashev, Max Naumov, and of course Ilya Malinin will take the ice. Malinin holds a top spot in the short program, followed by Japan and France. And you can cheer on Oregon native Alessandro Barbieri and his American teammates during the men's snowboard halfpipe. Barbieri is competing alongside and against Jake Pates and Chase Josie for a shot at the gold. And shortly after Breezy Johnson crashed during the women's downhill Super G event, she walked away with some new hardware. It wasn't another medal, though. It was an engagement ring. Johnson's longtime boyfriend, Connor Watkins, proposed to her near the finish line, and she said yes.
The medal count is brought to you on KGW by On Point Community Credit Union.
All right, we just heard that Chloe Kim came in second on her competition today. We'll take it. It's a silver. The United States in third place now with 13 medals, 4 golds, 6 silvers, and 3 bronze. Italy is in front with 16 medals. Norway in second with 14, and Austria and Germany round out the top 5. And moving to your forecast this afternoon, Chris McGinnis. Hey, we're on track to have a pretty sunny afternoon. The clouds are already kind of going away.
They are. You know, I got a really nice sunrise. Let me show you that from our Wells Fargo sky camera earlier this morning. The little bit of cloud cover that we had really providing it's just a colorful, gorgeous tapestry out there for the sunrise, right? Look at that. As that sun coming up over the Cascades, and we've got, of course, the cloud cover that was out there this morning. It is beginning to peel away, and we'll take you live now, pointed out over the south waterfront. Beautiful afternoon shaping up across the region. Last check, 47 degrees at PDX with a light northeast breeze. Elsewhere across the region, 49 right now in Beaverton. It's also 49 degrees in downtown Portland as well, and down to the south. Eugene checking in the lower 50s, as are most of the reporting sites along the Oregon coast at this time. All right, we're on our way to highs in the low to mid 50s this afternoon. We keep the sunshine going, tacking on almost 3 minutes of daylight a day right now. Well, it's pretty cool as the days are getting longer. Headlines moving forward, of course, mild and dry this afternoon. Light rain returns tomorrow. I'll walk you through the hour-by-hour impact of that increasing across the region with Futurecast in a few minutes. And then in terms of the weekend, we have a little bit of rain, But more notably, in the 7-day forecast, we turn cooler and a little wetter, which will allow for repeated rounds of cascade snow. More on that in your full forecast in just a few minutes.
Look forward to hearing about that. Thanks, Chris. All right, here's some important information for parents and kids. This morning, the Yamhill Carlton School District announcing school for the rest of the week has been canceled. This is because of a district-wide power outage that canceled school today. Students also have tomorrow and Monday off because of President's Day. Well, the Portland Chamber Orchestra has announced that its 79th season this year will be its last. The board of directors making the decision earlier this week, along with canceling the remaining 2 concerts for the season. It was founded in 1946 as an all-female string orchestra at Lewis and Clark College, and it was the country's longest-standing chamber orchestra. Well, in your top stories this afternoon, an update to a homicide investigation in Portland. Police have now released the cause of death of Jamal Rogers. Rogers' body was recovered from Johnson Creek near one of the Springwater Trail crossings back in December. We now know his cause of death was a gunshot. No arrests have been made. One person is dead after a trailer fire in Klamath Falls early Wednesday morning. Firefighters responded just before 2:40 a.m. to Laverne Avenue, where callers reported flames coming from the windows. One person was able to escape through a back window after the front door was blocked by fire. That person was taken to the hospital with smoke inhalation and burns. After the fire was put out, crews found one person dead inside. The cause of that fire in Klamath Falls still under investigation. Southeast Portland's Leach Botanical Garden is reportedly laying off half its staff and slashing educational programs after the city ended its annual subsidy. That's according to the Oregonian. The garden is a popular spring destination for everything from Mother's Day visits to school field trips. It served tens of thousands of people last year. Later this afternoon, we'll hear from the nonprofit's director on how things could shut down without new funding. And February is Black History Month, and events are already underway here in Portland and the area. Kicking off tomorrow is the Black History Month Legacy Music Showcase and Remembering Grace Collins at Alberta Alley. February 19th, it's a tribute to the legendary music of Bob Marley at the Arlene Schnitzer Concert Hall. February 21st, the 3rd Annual African Heritage and Black History Festival. And happening all next week from the 16th to the 22nd is the Northwest Black Comedy Festival at Curious Comedy Theater. For the details on these events and others happening this month, you can head to dopdx.com.